Welcome to Jikoni Magic. Today we're making pumpkin chapatis. Our ingredients are 1.5 cups all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups whole wheat flour, 100 grams softened butter or margarine, 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, 150 grams pumpkin puree, salt to taste, and warm water as required. So let's start. Take your all-purpose flour and your whole wheat flour and mix them together. Add your sugar and your salt. Now mix all the dry ingredients until they're well incorporated and mixed up really well, so that you don't have one part that is too sugary or too salty. Next, add your vegetable oil, followed by your pumpkin puree. I made my pumpkin puree by boiling my pumpkin, putting salt to taste. Then once it was cooked, I drained the water and mashed it. Let it cool, and now I'm using it. Then add your butter or margarine and proceed to rub in all these ingredients together. Do this using the tips of your fingers. Also ensure that you do not leave any big lumps in one particular place of either the margarine or the pumpkin puree. Try and break up all the big lumps as much as you can. Make a well in the middle and then start adding your water and trying to bring the dough together. Add a little water at a time, because if you add too much from the get-go, you're going to end up with you're going to end up with a dough that is too sticky and hard to handle. I think I'm going to add just a bit more because this dough is very dry. Now, as you can see, the dough has come together after the second addition. I don't need to add any more water. So now it's time to get kneading. I applied a bit of oil on my hands and proceeded to knead the dough for about 10 minutes or so, and then set it aside for about an hour for it to rest and relax. You can still see a bit of the pumpkins there, which is okay. They're not very big lumps. Now, next, take your dough, place it on your work surface, and divide it into 2 portions. Makes it easier to handle the dough, because when it's too big, it's a bit hard. Now, what happens to the other dough that we've set aside? You can keep it in your refrigerator, tightly wrap it in plastic wrap, and use it at a later date. Don't let it stay for more than 3 days unless you freeze it, because it's going to spoil. Now, if you want to use it, you can also use it as well. Depends on how many chapatis you're making at that particular point. So now I'm rolling this dough out to a 10-inch diameter disc. The next, I'm going to apply the oil. A word of caution here again, do not apply too much oil at this particular point in time, and because you're going to end up with chapatis that are too oily, and quite honestly, I don't find them attractive. There are those ones who like theirs too oily. I don't. So be careful with the amount of oil you're applying, and I also don't think it's that healthy, but hey, each to their own. So proceed to roll it to incorporate layers. This is going to put layers in your chapatis. Before rolling, you might opt to sprinkle a bit of dry flour in between, so that as you form the layers, they stay more distinct and separate. And as you press it together, make sure you stretch it slightly, and then now proceed to divide it into lemon-sized balls. Okay, so you just roll it slightly and pinch, roll and pinch. Now, after you've rolled it out and pinched, come and now roll them out properly into balls. The importance of doing this is that you're going to feel the size of the balls in your hands. You see, so as you roll, you're going to feel some might be too small or some might be too big. If they're too small, what you do is you pinch from one of the balls and add to this. If it's too big, then just reduce the size by just pinching it off. These are the balls. Let them rest for about 25 to 30 minutes. Then come and roll them out once more. Roll them into discs of about 6 to 7 inches. The reason for this is because the pan that's used for cooking the chapatis in homesteads comes in average diameters of 6 to 7 inches. Any bigger than this, then you're going to need a slightly bigger pan. But for most homesteads, these pans, known as towers, are in 6 to 7 inch diameter sizes. Now, as you're rolling this dough out, make sure that you preheat your pan and you wipe it with a bit of oil. That's with your kitchen towel that's got a bit of oil. This will prevent your chapati from sticking. As usual, wait for your chapati to turn color, form some bubbles on top, as you're seeing this one doing. This is a very important part of cooking chapatis. When you see the layers starting to form, the air or the puffing of your chapati, it means that they are going to be light, they're going to be airy, they're going to be fluffy. Now come and apply your oil on the top part and then turn it over, because the bottom part will have cooked. Then again, as you turn it over, as the other side is cooking, apply oil on the other side that you've brought to the top, and then come and flip it over again. Check on this side, is it cooked to your satisfaction? Well, if it is, good. Wait for the other side to cook. Check on it, is it cooked to your satisfaction as well? If not, return it again. Okay, this one needed a few more seconds of cooking, which is what I did. And I removed it from the fire and put it on the side plate. For the next video, I'm going to show you how to make multiple chapatis. So I'm going to demonstrate how to make 2 chapatis at a go, 3 chapatis at a go, or 4. You can even cook 6 at a go if you so wish. Thank you for watching. Join me next time. Goodbye.